guess I kind of have this love-hate relationship with the tools of my craft. On one end, they're a big part of why I'm able to live the life I'm living now. But on the other hand, the years of carrying heavy gear on my back has damaged my lower spine to the point where it's almost irreversible. These are the tools I use to document my life, and as an artist, it was hard for me to experience life without them. Now, I choose not to look at this as a setback, but a realignment to my life, an opportunity to restructure, to adapt, and to grow, to slow down and be a bit more present in life. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how successful you are or how much money you have in the bank. It's about living in the present moment and actually enjoying the time that you have.
Contact lenses are fucking fun right now. Good day out here in the dunes. And so you're getting bangers, boys. Hell yeah.
So with the launch of the new OnePlus 9 series, OnePlus came to me and asked me to make a film completely shot on the new phone. This was a project I collaborated on with my good friend Bryn North, and it was perfect because we've been talking about wanting to shoot an entire project on a phone for a while now. The main reason being because it would just make shooting that much more simple, and it would allow us to put more attention into just having fun. No need for big setups, lenses, and heavy backpacks, just a couple of phones that fit in your pocket and some accessories. I'm really impressed with some of the footage we captured on this phone. Some of the shots look so good, there's no way I'd be able to tell the difference between this phone and a higher-end DSLR or mirrorless camera. I think my favorite shots from the entire shoot had to be from the day we went out and filmed the surfers. Now, we still use a normal sized gimbal because we found that smaller phone gimbals would pick up more of the micro movements and the motion wouldn't be as smooth, but the setup was still much lighter than using a normal camera. We also used a few accessories from Moment, including a small tele lens as well as some ND filters to allow us to get the most natural looking motion blur. We also use a third-party app called Filmic Pro to film most of the shoot with because it allows the user to shoot in a flat picture profile, which is needed when trying to do any kind of stylized color grading to your footage in post. And for the underwater stuff, we bought an underwater housing from a company called Divolk, which worked really well and enabled us to get all the underwater shots seen in this video. This is definitely the least amount of gear I've used on a job like this, so it definitely felt a bit strange at times only having a phone with me, but I'm not gonna lie, I was loving every moment of it. There were a couple of features that stood out to me about this phone. The first one was obviously its video quality, but also its wide-angle lens and pro photo mode. We actually used the wide-angle lens to capture the stop-motion scene for this video. We mounted the phone on strings from either side of the room and used a cheap little wireless Bluetooth controller to take the photos. I also love the Pro mode for photos. In Pro mode, I was able to adjust all of my camera settings manually to tune my image exactly how I want it. It also gives me the option to shoot in RAW so I can retain as much information in my image as possible. Here are a few shots I captured during the shoot. Now, midway through the shoot, I had the idea to add in a match cut sequence focused on the lens of one of the phones. So I had built a little custom wooden rig to hold the phones together and captured footage of the phone in a bunch of different locations. I ended up loving the final look of it, and I'm stoked that I ended up following through with that idea. Overall, I would say this project was a huge success, and I'm excited to see OnePlus pushing the boundaries of what a smartphone camera can do.